Hey guys, Logan here, and I have an offer for you that you're not going to want to miss. Head over to coldest.com with a link in the description or use the code REACT10 for 10% off items. Trust me, I'm sitting at a desk all day long looking at a screen. I need a water bottle I can rely on and one that'll keep things cold. Coldest does that for up to 36 hours. So head on over to coldest.com with the link down in the description. Use the code REACT10 for 10% off items. You can also enter in a giveaway where you can win one big old water bottle. That's all. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, Logan, we're up to Season 5, Episode 9 of Prison Break. This is the series finale of Prison Break. We are done. This is it. This is the last episode of the series. The final time. So, real quick, thank you very much for watching this journey with me. Thank you for voting on this show. Thank you for bringing this show onto this channel. It has been one of my favorites of all time. Very, very, very thankful to have watched this show. Stay tuned for after. We're going to talk a little bit about the journey and how much I love this show. I have a top 20 characters of Prison Break in the entire thing. I have a top 20 character list of who I think are the top 20 best characters on this show. We will go through that list. I will rank the seasons. I've already ranked the seasons, but we'll go through that again. I'll talk a little bit about why they're ranked where they are. And yeah, we'll say goodbye to Prison Break and hello to new shows that are coming in the future. Thank you all so much for watching these videos, for being a part of this journey. It's been amazing. For the final time, we are up to Season 5, Episode 9 of Prison Break. Here we go. Six minutes earlier. Six minutes.
Do you know that you're a psychopath?
I assure you I'm not the first.
What if she gets loose and kills her, not
from the CIA?
Look, you want to screw something up? Put 1,000 people on it.
Your ego's too big. You're too busy trying to be the smartest man in the room. And then you met my husband, and you realized he's smarter than you.
I don't think so.
You sure?
I'm positive. Our love was real, Sarah.
Past tense.
I still...
Past tense.
No matter how many times you tell him you love me first.
Shut up!
Michael didn't kill Harlan Gaines. He had no motive.
Shut up.
He's the one with the motive. Harlan Gaines was your CIA director and he was looking into Jacob. He was gonna put him in prison.
Oof.
Damn it!
Don't you understand? Jacob killed Harlan Gaines.
Just shut it.
He's quaking. Damn, he's crazy. I will say this, as we're going into this episode, my top 20, there are 3 people competing for that final spot, and I've not made my mind up yet, and one of them is in this season. So I'm still trying to figure out who should go in that spot. It's empty right now, and it's only 3 people competing for it. That guy's gotta freaking change sides. Come on.
We need to run.
Wait.
What are you doing up here, man?
I just want to make sure...
It's him!
Guy.
She kills him!
Some questions.
If Schofield killed Harlan Gaines, we take him to the police if we have to. We get this done the right way.
Poseidon would never let us live.
He won't find us.
One of them is dying here. I think it's him because he's the closest to the door, and I know there's a freaking...
We disappear. I can make that happen. Is it really even a choice?
No. Because there's no leaving 21 Floyd.
Damn. Damn. Damn.
Go. Your uncle's at the end of the driveway. Don't you?
Damn.
Go.
Oh! Yes!
Sir.
Where's our boy?
Okay, they've come for you.
No.
I am not going to let them hurt you. You understand? Get in the car.
We gotta go now, Mike. We gotta go.
What about my mom?
Go, go, go. Come back to me, sweetheart. Come back to me. We gotta stay focused, all right? This is not over.
Lincoln's behind y'all.
Where's Link? We gotta find Link, okay? We're gonna find Link.
Oh my god.
Link.
I'm pretty sure he got down before he... But how did he get knocked out?
Link. Link.
Did he get shot in the neck? Oh my god. I would also like to know y'all's top 20 characters of this entire show. So, post that.
I'll let you down, Michael.
Oh no, he got shot. Okay.
You should have taken care of Luca when I had the chance.
You didn't let me down. You couldn't have known.
Follow the advice on how to deal with having a father that's, you. And our world will be made right forevermore.
Originally, I thought it was a religious thing, you know, son of God and all that. By now, I know it's my own progeny. You.
That's a cool story.
It's a glorious
Unfortunately, his character, and I'll tell you right now,
Even if I
not
don't have a
Teabag,
damn
his
clue how to
son,
deal with it.
did not make my top 20 because he is literally dependent on being his son. That's his only point in this. He never, and he won't have enough character development or growth or story to be anything but that. And I think there's at least 23 other people
The plan I had to put on hold.
who have something better to offer as far as best characters.
Wait till I get out.
Tell me you got something.
It's eluding me. There's an even bigger code encrypted into the
Yeah, and I'm
eyes.
dying to know.
And what's it say?
I don't know yet.
I don't know how to say it. So, that man was a police detective, and he told me your
Oh, please. Was a
mother's dead. And they're trying to hurt me. Take the one thing I truly love away.
Why did they try and hurt you?
This guy.
I sent that letter to you for a reason. Poseidon was monitoring my communications with everyone who could possibly be a resource or an ally, but not with people I despised.
Give it to me straight. How you really feel about me?
I figured if I showed grace to a man who'd never seen it before in his life, maybe he'd be grateful.
And our lives shall be made right forevermore.
I'm talking about normal, everyday life. The real freedom none of us have
God,
had
that's
in a
so
long,
funny.
Long time.
So funny.
Poseidon's not just gonna let us go. He's got me and your son in an iron grip. Someone has to make him let go. Do you understand?
I'm tracking where you're going.
You want him to kill Poseidon?
Only way we're gonna get that beautiful mundane life you're talking, any of us, is if I take his.
Interesting.
We'll be safe here for now. Hey, listen.
I have other competitions elsewhere in the top 20.
The reason those people are after
A character could move
you,
up
this is gonna be hard to believe,
and swap
but
with someone else because they're
I'm
still
basically a
here.
secret agent.
Obviously, I made this without this episode, so things might change. Which you will see. I will be doing this and be like,
I'm sorry that had to happen in front of you at the house.
She was stationed at the house to protect you from exactly the man who ended up coming. The man who said he was your dad.
Really?
Ah, piss off. You know what? Something tells me that this kid is just like Michael and he's not gonna fall for this
I've made
shit.
enemies defending America over the years.
Yeah, this is Michael Schofield.
We were just talking about you.
Stay away from my dad, you hear? Stay away!
No!
Good boy. Where is he? Where is Poseidon? He'll be dealt with.
Wait, hang on, man. You get caught. He gets caught. He's going back to the pen.
Come on. And if I don't do it, come on, I want you free and clear. And that's the only way to do it, then I gotta be the one that does it. Schofield ain't gonna do it. He don't got the killing gene.
No one is getting caught. There's a very specific...
You don't got the killer gene!
And where blood will finally be spilled, and that's right.
Car. Little bullet holes on it.
The call I just got from Schofield. I want to know where it came from.
Location data coming to you right now.
Damn, they're
Middle
fast.
of nowhere.
I'm gonna find out once and for all what you were really doing there.
I'm nervous.
What you were really planning. And then I'm gonna...
Gonna kill him? That was so... That made sense, even though there was a little
I know
glitch.
everything about you. I had to know everything about the man who wore his plans on his skin. In plain sight, yet so mysterious.
Never... No! No! Tell me! I wonder if T-Bag's gonna go back to jail. If he's gonna do it and then go back to jail.
I decrypted the code from the eyes. It's a quote from Napoleon.
What quote?
Never interrupt your enemy when he's making a mistake.
Oh!
It's what's behind the eyes that counts.
Nice. Oh! No way! What? That was cool. That was cool.
Old shipyard, warehouse A, 5 p.m. tomorrow.
Fine.
Ah! Crazy!
Excuse me.
He did the surgery.
Hi, Sarah Schofield. I'm an internist, actually, up in Ithaca. Do you have any idea where my brother-in-law might have gone?
No idea.
Right.
What happened up in Finger Lakes? Do you know? Another gunshot victim came in from the same area at the same time. I'm heading out. I've done what I can. He's on life support up on 3, but candidly, I don't think he's making it to him.
Dude, you're going to settle this with him? Oh, God.
You sift me 100 grand.
It's blood money. No debts with blood money. Say we're clear.
Easy, bros.
Oh!
Those are fake friends again. Son of a bitch.
No, this time they're real.
Oh, shit. It's not exactly how I expected it, but okay.
He's an evil man and he's got my son. You've got to know someone.
Ah.
Something, some way I can get my boy back.
No. Oh, I thought he died.
This is where my son is.
I thought he died right before he did it. Okay. Is she gonna do it?
But for the most part, killing's just bad.
Yeah, absolutely. Except Poseidon.
Yeah, he's got to go. I just don't want you to get the wrong idea about me, okay? You got to see it like the yogis.
He get you out of prison too?
No, but I do owe him. Where'd he break you out of?
Paraguay, South America.
Wow.
They were gonna eat my lunch down there, pretty boy like me. Time for a real dance to begin, am I right?
Interesting.
We're gonna get him back, okay?
You got your wild card ready to go.
You gave me family. Seriously, thank you.
Gave me family.
Speaking of family, if I get arrested, those servers will be released and everything you've done will be exposed.
I'll find them. I'll destroy them. Like I said.
I don't know, man. Can you do that? In time, at least?
Oh, didn't expect that. It's beneath you, Michael.
Let him go!
This woman's pissing me off.
You don't think I expected this? We can do this all day. Play contingency after contingency, but do you really want to do that?
Oh! David! Damn it!
Back off, or I kill him right.
You should also know I called the FBI. An anonymous tip saying that Caniel Aldis would be at this warehouse.
That's annoying. Who's gonna get... Oh. Haha! Oh, man.
Okay, they're in the building. There's no more time. The hard drives, or we'll start shooting you pieces. Hand over the damn boys!
This
Ladies,
is...
put the gun down, walk away, as I cannot be held accountable for what's about to happen. He moves! I shoot a guy in a bar fight once. Talking to my girl. Took me 1 second to do it.
Don't do it!
Listen to him. He's a very smart man.
I'm talking to you, Whip.
Oh, God.
I got him. I got him.
Dang. Oh, my God.
You son of your bitch.
Oh! He might get out of that, maybe.
How we doing?
Better than you.
That idiot thought he had something.
But now you've got no reason to give me what I want. Which kind of makes it bad news for you.
Oh, come on! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. What? What happened?
The cabin.
Oh!
Gaines's jacket. Camera. Taking my picture. Blanks. You wanted me to take the gun from you back there. You're better than I thought. Reframing me
That was
for the
good.
murder I actually committed.
Screw this system for freaking lagging that.
Michael, pick up the body, make it look like it never happened. Genius. Really. But no one will ever go for it.
The truth is, whatever you tell people it is.
That was really good, though.
You told me that.
Oh. Too bad the feds will be here in 2 minutes, see your little diorama here, and know it's all bull.
Except none of this will be here. Neither will I.
Bastard.
Ooh! Shit. Oh, come on. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Come on, Michael. You should be able to fight. Damn. No! No! No!
Jacob Anton Ness,
Can I help you?
you're under arrest for participation in the murder of Harlan Gaines.
If you're talking about that
We're
nonsense
talking about
in the-
blood evidence found in your office at the university. An office only you have access to. Harlan Gaines' blood.
The blood will finally be spilled in its rightful place.
He's fully disclosed 21 Void's conspiracy to frame you for the murder of Harlan Gaines and bury your identity by giving you a new one.
Oh, wow.
Kenyal Aldis.
What does that mean?
It means you're free to go, Mr. Schofield.
Jeez, George.
Don't know how long I've waited to hear someone call me that.
Let's go.
The level of ingenuity that you displayed with all of this, we could use a person like that.
I am not looking for a job.
Right.
There is one thing you can do for me.
What?
Why'd you call her? Because I knew you wouldn't.
What's really strange is things actually working out.
Yeah. Love you.
I love you too.
Oh.
He's the guy smiling coming in here.
Yeah, just not planning on sticking around long. That's all.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god, please tell me he's hitting teabag stuff. That would be hilarious.
Have a good one.
Oh! That's it. They could easily do more with that, but that's season 5. Happy ending. There we go. I do, like I said, this season was added much later, after season 4 ended, and then there was a movie-ish thing that was then added as like an addition to season 4. What up, Chloe? And then season 5 was 7 years-ish later. Top 3 show of all time. Prison Break. I very much loved it, but the final season did have a lot of flaws. With that being said, season 1 is the best season. Season 2 is the second best. Season 3 is the 4th best. Season 4 is the 3rd best, so they swap. And then season 5 is the 5th best, in my opinion. Season 1 just had everything. It was so perfect in this whole prison escape idea, on the edge of your seats. Just absolutely loving every single aspect of season 1. How they did it. The details, the planning, the twists, the turns. And then that carried into season 2, and which is why season 2 was such a great season as well was because of it was these characters that you watched in season 1, how they worked so hard and everything that they did and all their stories that were then tied together even further in season 2. You see them on the run. And season 2 was this realistic, just this is what can happen when on the run, and left and right. Characters die who were in the escape, dying left and right. And then you also get this even deeper look at the company, the ones who are the masterminds behind all of this. And you see their influence. And characters, Veronica, dying just like that. And how just dangerous they are in season 2. Their dad coming and dying. And, just the hold that they have on everything. Which then goes into season 3. And season 3 was this short and different season. And I like that it was short, and I like that it was different. I don't hate season 3 at all. The whole idea where, okay, he could escape from a prison in the US, and he can escape from a prison that's very, I would say professional, and then throw him in a prison that's chaotic, that doesn't have rules, that doesn't hold people to standards, that's in another country, that's very dangerous and very difficult to get out of, because it's not even being ran by guards. It's being ran by prisoners. And the guards are basically outside of it, and there's a no man's land surrounding. So I liked that idea. It was a whole new thing. It was a whole new story, a whole new challenge, and you got to see these characters, all of them, in different ways, having to struggle and deal with their own shit in a whole new prison, in a whole new country. And then you also get more company, which is this whole thing is about them. It's all about the company. It's all about what they did in season 1, their continuous problems in season 2, and how they're just ingrained in the government and everything. And then in season 3, it's like they hired you for a job, in a way. And they want you to get their man out of this prison. They're using you. And then in season 4, it was this perfect wrapped up tie in a bow thing of let's take them on. And instead of breaking out, let's break in to one of the biggest secretive organizations ever, and take them down. And let's see them right in front of us. See them for who they are, take them down. And it all had twists and turns throughout it. You meet an agent who, the idea of this agent was to take down the company. And then all of a sudden, his plans changed. Well, they didn't change. That was his plan the whole time. But all of a sudden, we see it as viewers, his plan change from, he's not trying to take down the company. He's trying to sell the company, sell Scylla. He's trying to benefit from this. How corrupt literally everybody is in this show is wild. And how they just change like that because of money or whatever. And we've seen that throughout the entire thing. And then at the end, Michael dies. We don't know how that happens. We don't know anything about it. And season 5 comes in. Season 5, this idea of Michael having to fake his death and fake his new life because his family's being threatened. So he's sacrificing himself. And that goes on and on for 7 years. And then he's like, I want out. And they find out that Michael is still alive. And I love that idea. I love the concept. I love everything about season 5 except for how they did it. There were a lot of problems, and it seemed rushed, and it seemed not well thought together, you know? And it's very simple stuff like that that makes me question, why were you so sloppy with season 5? Because it's so sloppy. And when you look at it, the concept is so great. It's a great concept, but you dropped the ball. It's like you had this great idea. You had this great thing that you could have pieced together and added perfectly to this story that would have summarized it all. One final break, one final season, one final problem. And then they're good. They're done. And they get Michael back. But you failed. You failed. It's like, have you ever seen someone who has such a great idea and they wanna do it, and they're so motivated to do it, but I guess they're so caught up in the idea. They're so caught up in the idea that they make a lot of mistakes. And that's kind of what season 5 was like. But yeah, those are my favorite seasons, or seasons rankings as far as 1 through 5. It's basically 1, 2, and then you swap 3 and 4, and then 5. It's basically in order. Top 20. These are the top 20 greatest characters in my opinion. Some of them I'll touch on real quick, and some of them I feel like it's pretty straightforward, but this is my opinion, obviously. This is who I think are some of the top 20 greatest characters of the entire thing. Some of these might shock you, some of these might not, but Michael is obviously number 1. It's about him. It's like a focus on him. This is Michael's story, if he's not number 1. But number 2 is Alex Mahone. That dude, absolutely insane. It's his character development from season 2 all the way to the end at season 4, which he was not in season 5, which I wish he was, but he wasn't. It's pure perfection. Pure perfection. Just watching that, he's one of the greatest characters I've ever watched. He just is. I would put him up there, and acting-wise, pure perfection. If Michael didn't exist, he would hands down be the number 1 character. And if this story wasn't about Michael, he would be the number 1 character. Because, oh my god. He's perfect. I can't say that enough. Number 3 is going to be Teabag. From start to finish, I hated his character, and I still hate his character. Or, who he is. Which, obviously, who would like who he is. But the character itself was very well put together and very well acted. And he was a perfect villain. He was a perfect problem. A perfect all that stuff. At number 3, we're going to have Paul Kellerman. I think he's underrated, if I'm going to be honest. Extremely underrated. His storyline in season 1, 2 were so good. And then bringing him back at the end of season 4 and then into season 5, I think that just added even more to his character. It's really good. I feel like there's a lot of people that don't really look at Paul Kellerman, and this might come as a shock that he's this high, but number 4. Lincoln coming in at number 5. Gretchen is coming in at 6. She was the greatest female character in this show, and it's not even a question. Her story was phenomenal. Was she in season 2, or was it just 3? 3 and 4? I can't remember. Amazing character. Brad Bellick, very well done, start to finish. The acting, the growth, insane. James Whistler, very interesting character in season 3. Loved his story and literally everything about him, how mysterious he was. Sucre. just because Sucre was just awesome. Franklin coming in at number 10. Those two characters are kind of like, I put them together because they're from the start, and then they just meant a lot to the story and to the fans. Don Self was a great character in season 4. Loved his development there. General Krantz, he's the guy who has all of this together. He's literally the face of all of this. All of the company. Christina coming in right behind him was a very cool addition into season 4, and how she was Michael's mother, and how she comes back, and how they have the same thing and the connection. So I think that really lifted her as far as just being Michael and Lincoln's mom. Lincoln's mom, but not really. Bill Kim, this might be a shocker. Bill Kim coming in at 14. He was a really great problem in season 2. A really great villain for the company in season 2. Sarah's coming in at season in the 15. She, I'm gonna be honest, didn't really have a great story outside of season 1 and 2. It really went downhill after that. She wasn't in season 3. And then 4 and 5, you know, it wasn't really there. She's at 15 because of how long she was on the show, basically. At number 16, this is probably going to be a shocker too, Terrence Steadman. The idea of his character in season 1 and 2 was the start of all this. It was the start. He was the guy that put us where we are. And watching his character come onto the screen after all that was talked about him in the past, before he came on, was really well done and a great addition to the story when he was visually there. And it added to his character, and even the twist there with his sister was really creepy and really awesome. At number 18, I'm gonna do Charles Westmoreland. That dude's story and how he just jumped off the plane, and the tie-in with the $5 million, and his sister, not his sister, his daughter that we never saw, which I expected us to see at some point, like have a little, oh yeah, here's money or something, but she was dying, right? So there was a little haziness there, but I think literally his role in season 1 just carried his character. He didn't even have to be here long to have an impact, and a massive impact, especially character-wise and story-wise, on the entire story. John Abruzzi is going to come in at 18, and I feel like that's just self-explanatory. That dude's just... I would feel bad if I didn't put him on the top 20, because he was just great, you know? And then here we go, at 19, and this is... I actually changed my mind a little bit. 19 and 20, I changed my mind completely from the start of this. I'm going to put Jacob in at 19. His character was fighting for a spot in the top 20, and this episode really was able to, like, lock it in. Yeah, he was okay. He wasn't great. He wasn't a phenomenal character, but this episode just made him look like a psychopath, and it fit perfectly. And at number 20, we're going to have Ja, because I really loved his character, and I think they could have done a lot with him. But, yeah. Thank you all for watching. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe if you have not already. Thank you for this journey. Prison Break has been amazing.